Hello, my dear students. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Hope you guys are fine. And today I'll be discussing about how you have to prepare for current affairs for competitive examinations, because generally you leave current affairs or you don't know how to complete this current affairs, how to prepare for current affairs. We are running for the technical subjects, and we tend to have a loose end for the current affairs portion. So let's talk about it. And before that, if you don't know about me, you are new to our channel, you can go through my profile. And without wasting a single minute, let's start the session. Okay. So first of all, if you talk about current affairs, you have to read and remember the topics. I'll advise you one thing. If you think that first I'll complete all my technical subjects and at the end I'll take a margin of 1 month and that time I'll do with current affairs. So that's a very wrong approach. You think that for a year current affairs or whatsoever it is, you'll be able to retain for in a 15 days or in a month. So that's a very wrong concept. Okay. So first you have to read the topics. But just like reading newspaper every day will not do. You have to retain those topics. You have to remember those topics. That is also important. So you said that means, ma'am, you're asking us to prepare a notebook for current affairs? Yes. I'm asking you to prepare a proper notebook for current affairs, because when the exam will come, obviously your notes will help you rather than you will take out the 6 months paper, newspaper and you'll read it out again. That's very much obvious. Okay. So here priority is not only reading, along with reading, remembering the topics as well. Now talking further, choosing books. Now you know that we have so much in online. We have flooded with the sources of books. We are flooded with the PDFs in telegrams. You keeps on circulating the PDF. See, now, sometimes it happens, and I'll tell you the truth. There was once a person who was circulating RCC books, and I just read that was a very old edition. Okay, and now the codal provisions have been changed. But since people say, oh my god, we are saving 500 rupees, we are saving 1000 rupees, but you didn't bother to check it out the edition. Okay, and it's like copyrighted issue is also there. So just check out the authenticity of the one which is being circulated in the telegram. So what I mean to say that for saving 500,000 rupees, you're wasting your year. So what I mean is choose books wisely. Somebody is circulating any PDF of 6 months current affairs. So I would say that kindly check the answers from other sites also. Don't rely blindly on one particular site, one particular person, one particular book. Okay, don't rely on that. Okay, you should choose books wisely. You have to check it out, the authenticity of that product, the wide range of topics of current affairs which is being covered. Okay, so that is as per your knowledge. Now, coming up next, ma'am, do we have to take monthly or weekly? So basically here we have monthly current affairs and weekly current affairs. Both are there. So monthly current affairs, weekly current affairs, both are there, and you should have it. So that in a week, what are the things happened? Next month, what are the things? Or in this whole month, what are the things which have been happened? So these current affairs should be in your fingertips. Okay. And when you discuss with a person, generally you say, no, ma'am, पढ़ तो लेते हैं, we remember the things, but basically we read the things. How to remember it? When you communicate with person, when you talk to person, you're like, oh my, this thing, this is happening. Like if you talk about critical events, yes, prepare and stay updated with critical events. Let us suppose some yojana is being launched, and this will benefit 1 lakh people or 10 lakhs people. The Prime Minister has launched the yojana. What this yojana is about? Initially, is it phase 1 or phase 2 of the yojana? Okay, and then if any event is being organized in our country, like G20 summit or something, when it was organized initially, when it will be organized next to another country. If this year we have environment day, what was the theme of it? So if you study a particular topic, try to relate all the topics nearby to it. Like if let us suppose in a national park, new tigers are being brought. Okay, national park. So now, initially, how many tigers are there in India? Okay, which is the national park which has the highest number of tigers? Where do we find white tigers? So when you relate and study, now at a stretch, you are able to complete multiple number of things. So that is also one of the things you should know. Okay, now next coming further is you have to create your own. People say that why to create your own notes. You know what? When you create your own notes, you're able to relate much more. You're able to connect much more. If you don't believe me, you can try it. If you study it from a books or you study it from other notes, rather if you create your own notes, that will have a greater impact. So it's, you think that it's a wastage of time, already I have a PDF of it, but trust me, when you write yourself, it's not you are sitting in front of television and writing. I'm not saying dedicatedly at a stretch you're doing one work. You are creating your own notes, you're writing your own notes. So what will happen, you'll able to retain them for a longer amount of time. Okay, so self-made quality study material is the must. Next, coming further, building your memory. So see, nobody have a capsule or tablet or a syrup that you will drink and oh my god, my memory is boosted. No, it comes with a practice. So you have to build your memory. You have to make notes in a proper manner, use virtual representations, bar graphs and all, or something related to it in a short manner, so that you will be able to retain those things for a longer amount of time. Because it happens like, yeah, I have, like you have it when you give the examination. Yeah, मैंने pink line से mark किया था. I marked with that pink line. What was that? In that page it was there. So memory palace is there. You know that this copy, this page, this marker. So why? Because you made it. You used virtual representations. So things becomes easy to remember, to memorize. Next, coming further is, as we already said, which is the most underrated thing, doing exercise and meditation. Because people think that we don't have time to study. After that, we have to study current affairs. And on top of that, you are telling us to do physical exercise or meditation and other. Trust me, if you give 15 minutes, half an hour to physical exercise, you're able to retain things for a longer amount of time. Okay, and as I told you, revision is the key to success. So if you think that reading once will help you, no, you have to go through the previous ones. If you're making notes for today, you have to go through the previous notes also, so that it's there in your mind. Okay, fine, this is this, this is this. So when you revise now, it's like a freshen ups your entire things which you have written it in the past. Okay, fine. Okay, this is this, this is this. So that comes in your fingertips. Okay, so consistent readings. If every day you made it a target that half an hour you will give it for newspapers, you should give it for newspapers, and then you have to have a revision session. That's very much important. Okay, now coming up next is, as I told you, do dependency on a one thing. If you think that one particular book, one particular source will help you, don't think on that. That's a blunder you will do. So over dependency is like a burden. Over dependency is like a burden. It's a burden. Okay, or you can say burden for you, because at the end you'll know, oh my god, this was left, this was left. So burden and blunder. So it's like a blunder. So don't commit this mistake. Don't depend on any one source entirely, wholeheartedly. Okay, talking about current affairs, you know that it is an important part of general awareness. If you don't know about it, it forms a very crucial part for government examinations. So if you are preparing for ESC examinations, or if you are preparing for any other examinations, okay, generally we have what? We have this general awareness in state AE level examinations or SSC JE. If you talk about, you have this portion of current affairs. Okay, so general awareness, as you know, so if first of all, it is an important, current affairs is, it is an important part of general awareness. And if you don't know what is general awareness, so general awareness is what are the events which are happening across the country. Okay, so that is the topic of general awareness. So what are the yojanas, as I told you, or about any other upcoming events we have made, like Yoga Day, which is the one which we told, which we initiated it. Okay, so is any new day being being made, or anything like that we have it, or any new species we found out, anything. Okay, that is the topic of general awareness. Okay, so that's it. And yeah, general awareness and general knowledge are different, so don't get confused, because generally when I ask students that is general knowledge and general awareness same, so they say yes, which is not. Okay, so that's why I just included this in my slide, that if you talk about skills, interest in a particular field, that is about general knowledge. But when you talk about general awareness, it is about the events happening across the country. Okay, now if you have any questions, kindly comment me in the comment sections, or you can ask me in this live chat. And for upcoming sessions, do subscribe to BYJU'S Exam Prep. And you want me to make a video or any other topic, then that also please comment so that I can make that video. And quickly, I'll tell you, brush up in a very quick format. First of all, you have to read newspapers, but you have to make notes of it. Don't rely on one single source. Revise and revise, okay? Because revision is also important. Plus, retaining the things is also important. And don't think that 1 week I'll sit on Sunday and I'll complete from Monday to Saturday. Instead, if you give one hours daily, that will be more beneficial. Okay, so these are the things. Try this for 21 days. If you find any difficulty, do let me know. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye and study hard. Thank you, everybody.